Welcome to another episode of The Rundown. I'm Klasmeyt AJ.
And I'm Klasmeyt Ara. And for today, classmates, we're going to talk about another topic, of course. But before we go on and proceed to our discussion for today, mga pagkamustahan muna tayo. Ikaw ba, Klasmeyt AJ? Kamusta ka naman ngayon?
Hay nako, talagang paguran since, 'di ba, 4th year na tayo and andyan yung mga academic works and thesis lalo na. And at the same time, working girl tayo. And yan, we have a part-time job so we really have to manage our time sa school and sa work. So, yeah, medyo nakakapagod naman nga talaga. How about you, Klasmeyt Ara?
As you mentioned, 4th year na tayo. Meron tayong thesis, meron tayong, of course, organizations, and my personal life din tayo, and of course, work. And yeah, sometimes, sobrang hirap, sobrang nakakapagod. Well, not sometimes, all the time. But I think being busy these days is still a blessing. I could say because not everyone has the opportunity to be busy just like every student. But yeah, all in all, I could say that not bad. But for today's episode, Klasmeyt AJ, we're gonna talk about student business and work. Now, we all know, Klasmeyt AJ, na in this pandemic, a lot of people lost job, and at the same time, kahit na nawalan ng trabaho, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang expenses and bayarin araw-araw.
Totoo yan, tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang online class at dahil dyan may mga students na syempre kailangan din nilang to make money, 'di ba? For like extra money para pangtustos sa kanilang pag-aaral o kaya naman sa mga bayarin lang sa school. There are some students naman na maraming free time dahil maybe they're comfortable sa kanilang mga bahay, kompleto ang kanilang mga gadgets, ang kanilang mga kagamitan. Kaya naman, instead siguro of spending their time sa binge watching, they're just finding ways to find job.
Also, just like you mentioned, there are students na provided with like complete equipments like internet, laptop, desktop, like computers, smartphones, and everything. Like, and especially, hindi lahat nabibigyan doon. Especially yung, alam niyo yung conducive place at home. Kasi kahit nasabihin mong may laptop ka, may internet ka, it's not enough kung wala ka namang conducive place at home. So, yeah, everyone is suffering from the pandemic and online classes. That's why I think I believe that is the reason why some university students need to have part-time job as well, because as we mentioned, nawala ng trabaho yung ibang tao pero tuloy-tuloy pa rin ang expenses. And speaking of that, I believe na hindi lang naman pag-earn ng salary yung nababago sa mga working students, Klasmeyt AJ, because I believe na nababago rin nito yung work ethic natin, like that. Do you agree? Because I think na nabago ng pagiging working student yung ethics ko. Na I'm now prioritizing everything na kailangan i-prioritize, and also time management, right? Nababago talaga ng pagiging work student yung outlook natin sa buhay, and yeah, kung paano lang natin tignan yung araw-araw nating buhay.
And of course, we're going to give you a list of part-time jobs. And these part-time jobs, ito yung mga common talaga na ina-applyan ng mga students kasi ito yung mga most of the time free lang or like very flexible yung time. So first, we have
transcriber. Transcribers listen to live proceedings or audio and video recordings to create written versions of them. And the estimated salary ng mga transcriber is around 13 to 30 per audio or video minute, and umaabot ng 7,000 to 13,000 per month. Next job is virtual assistant, very common sa mga working students. Virtual assistant is a self-employed worker who specializes in offering administrative services to clients from a remote location, usually a home office. Typically, tasks of virtual assistant might perform includes scheduling appointments, making phone calls, making travel arrangements, and managing email accounts. And ang estimated salary nito per hour is around 150 to 500 pesos, and per month, umaabot ng 10,000 to 15,000 pesos.
And next, we have video editor. A video editor is tasked with taking the raw footage shot by a film crew or a director or just a client, like mostly foreign clients then, and then they will turn it into a final product. And then, estimated salary niya ay 700 pesos to 3,500 per video, and per month, 10,000 pesos to 26,000. And then next, we have the English tutor for foreign students, or as what we call ESL tutors, or English as second language tutors. These tutors are teachers who educates the students whose first language is not English, and its estimated salary is 110 pesos per hour to 260 pesos, or you can make as much as 10,000 to 19,000 a month.
Okay. Now, classmate AJ, yung huling sinabi mo is very dear to our hearts because we ourselves are English ESL tutors. So before we go on to like the tips and advice for other working students, pwede ba natin i-share yung personal experiences natin as a working student, especially ESL as an ESL teacher?
Of course, pwedeng-pwede naman. So, i-share natin dito yung parang experience natin. And first of all, I got this job actually from you then. So, you informed me about this job before, and then we both applied, ganyan. And then, ayun, series of interview lang din. And then from that, nung una kasi, since very flexible nga yung time, ang ino-open ko lang dahil very scared pa ako mag-open ng tuloy-tuloy. Di ba, alam mo rin yan, takot pa ako mag-open ng tuloy-tuloy na slot. So, ang ginagawa ko dati, 30 minutes yung break time. Now, dahil nakasanayan ko na, 5 minutes na lang yung break time, and tuloy-tuloy talaga yon. And minsan umaabot ako siguro like pag weekends, ang max ko na ay 7.5 hours, and then kapag weekdays, syempre may times na medyo tamad-tamad din tayo. So max ko na siguro pag weekdays ay 5 hours lang. And then at the same time kasi kailangan ko rin na medyo ontian yung work, since may responsibility din naman sa bahay, and at the same time may school. So may mga requirements like of course thesis. Ayan, isa sa number 1 talaga na kailangan pagtuunan ng pansin. That's why hindi rin talaga ako nakakapag-focus ng full time or like nakakapag 8 hours of work. So ayun, but then right now sobrang naka-adjust na talaga ako sa working schedule and like sa working ethics dito, and yun lang, as much as possible in this work you have to be always punctual talaga. So you really have to manage your time really well. How about you, classmate Ara? Ano yung mga experience mo sa work mo?
Classmate AJ, as you mentioned earlier, you got your job through me and I got my job through you. So, sobrang nagpalitan kami, and sobrang thankful ako for that because I got my job kasi na-mention ni classmate AJ na sabay kami nag-apply for that company. But hindi ako nakapasa doon. And after 2 months, I told her na, pagod na ako. Parang ayoko nang umasa, ayoko na mag-apply ng mga online jobs. And then, AJ, hindi naman forced me, pero sige, sabihin natin, you forced me, sabi niya sa akin bigla na, Mama, why not try this one last time? Tapos I tried it, and thankfully, I got in, and then I'm really, really happy because through this job, I'm able to change my outlook in life and just to have a good work ethic. And also, yeah, just like what you said, hindi naman kalakihan yung sweldo natin as ESL teacher. So, kung hindi talaga tayo magkatrabaho ng matagal, hindi talaga magkakaroon ng decent amount of salary every month. And speaking of that, you know, ikaw ang taong nakakaalam dito na even if part-time job ko lang to, nag-work ako 48 to 50 hours a week. And sometimes, no, not sometimes, all of the time, mahirap siya. Not just physically, but also mentally. But because I always tell myself that I have a goal na kailangan kong i-achieve, kaya tuloy-tuloy pa rin. Pero just like what you mentioned, you have Japanese students. Ako rin, meron akong Japanese, Korean, Taiwanese, Vietnamese, students. And the best thing about this job is that at the comfort of my home, makakakilala ako ng foreigners. Natututo ako little by little ng cultures nila, and I think that's the biggest win in this life.
And of course, hindi matatapos ang episode na to without us giving you tips how to balance work and at the same time school, like academic requirements, ganyan. So first, of course, we have to ensure productivity for schooling before or after work. You have to create a space in your home. Medyo siguro mahirap nga lang din to sa iba na walang private space sa kanilang mga bahay. But then, if as much as possible, if you can find a place in your house where you can study and at the same time work, 'di ba? And then you have to do that para alam mo yung difference ng bahay mo or yung responsibility mo sa bahay and at the same time sa school and sa work. And then next, of course, you have to be the master of your time. As what we are saying earlier, time management talaga ang key dito since there are a lot of requirements, academic requirements, talagang kailangan mong i-manage yung time mo. And if you want to work ng mas mahabang oras, again, time management pa rin ang sagot dyan. So if you want to work 8 hours a day, you have to wake up early, I think. And then also, if you want to work at night, okay lang din naman. As long as you can manage doing your work and at the same time, completing all your requirements sa school.
Mm-hmm. And next tip is know your habits as a learner. Learn how to use them to your advantage as you work toward earning a degree. For example, kung sa gabi ka mas nakakapag-focus sa studies, then sa gabi ka mag-aral, sa umaga ka magtrabaho. And this tip is really helpful for flexible time sa work, right? Kasi pwede mong i-adjust yung work time mo kung sa gabi ka nakakapag-focus sa studies. Next, take care of yourself mentally, physically, emotionally, and all aspect. Rest is a must. Get enough sleep, eat healthily, and have a healthier mindset. And for this tip, I think I'm the most qualified person to say this because I overwork myself all the time, and I think this is the thing that I need the most. And also for you classmates, and find a hobby. I think yun talaga yung pinaka-importante. Find your hobby. Kasi hindi okay lang ako matulog. I don't think that's gonna be that helpful because if you have a hobby, kasi you will look forward in resting. Because sometimes, Classmate AJ, sometimes na we earn rest. Hindi dapat ganun yung mindset natin. Kailangan natin isipin na kailangan talaga nating magpahinga. Hindi yung, ba't ako magpapahinga, wala pa akong ginagawa. So yeah, just find a hobby para you look forward in resting, and I mean hobby as a form of productive hobby, like that. And then last tip is trust in your abilities. It is crucial to a successful experience while working. While working is constantly choosing to believe in yourself. You are where you are right now because of your abilities. And do not ever doubt yourself because whatever you have right now, it's meant for you. So always trust in yourself, and no one will trust you and love you more than you. And that's it for our episode for today. Thank you guys for hanging out with us, and huwag kalimutang ilagay ang aming Facebook page at www.facebook.com/FalconRadioPH.
You can also follow us at Falcon Radio PH in Instagram and Twitter. And don't forget to follow us and our contents in our YouTube channel and Falcon Radio PH. I'm Klasmeyt AJ.
And I'm Klasmeyt Ara, malatinong nakatutok dito sa Falcon Radio dahil dito, classmate,
ikaw ang bida.
Bye!